What are people going to get out of it from your perspective?
Yeah. So I think one thing I want to add as far as the class goes. So you might be wondering, well, here's successful entrepreneurs. I'm not there yet, or maybe I have my business and I'm doing well. So for this masterclass, no matter whether you're just starting out, maybe you just have an idea, you haven't even got formulated what you're going to do, or maybe you've been in business for a few years and you're just needing the strategies to take yourself up to the next level and been in business for a while, doing good, but needs to grow a skill. This masterclass is designed for all of those entrepreneurs, no matter where you are. And I think when you join the masterclass, you're going to get the essentials, the tools, you're going to get tangible strategies. It's not about theory. We're not going to give you just words. We're giving you tangible strategies that have been proven for business success. And I think the thing that I love about our masterclass is that, as you were talking, Cedric, it's action generated. It's all about results. Everything we do from week one is about you taking what you learn and putting it into action. So if you are feeling stuck, if you have an idea that you've been tussling with, you got thousands of journals, you done wrote the vision, made it plain, but have not moved on it, haven't done anything, you told everybody what you want to do, or you in business and you are just kind of in a rut, in a routine, and you need to figure out how to get to that next level, you need to be in this masterclass because it's going to be a game changer for you. You are definitely going to get the strategies and the tools that you need to take yourself to the next level, no matter where you are, whether you're starting out or you've been in business for a while. And just the simplicity of the things that we teach in the boot camp will definitely not only generate the income that you need, but the impact that you want to make as well. So it's a phenomenal. And we talked about Dr. Sisti, but it's important to let her know that people know that she's one of our boot campers. She's a former alumni of the master class. So again, we have results, we have receipts. So don't
I was
wait.
saying she was two-time alumni, as in
Two
she.
times. That's right. That's right. She came back. That should tell you all something. She wanted to do it again and came back and did it again. And we have many clients out there who are not only clients, they're family. Like this is what we become as you become a part of our community. So don't waste no time. Just click that link. Stop thinking about it. Even my C people out there, you have enough information. Go ahead and get it done.
Right. You are enough.
You are enough.
So you're ready to go. All you got to do is click the link and get in.
Yes. And I started thinking about, Cedric said, what are the benefits? I remember starting out as an entrepreneur, and one, everybody thinking I was a little crazy because I left a GS-15 government job to say, you know what, I want to leave this biweekly secure check that I know I get every 2 weeks, whether I really deliver or not, and invest in me and do the thing that I feel like I'm really called to do. Like this is my purpose. Everything I've done up till now has prepared me for this moment. And so it was like, well, who do I surround myself with? Well, unfortunately and fortunately, because it's good to also be around other people at your stage, but I was lacking the people who were further ahead of me on the journey, the people who could mentor me, that could pour into me, who could tell me, as Cedric talked about, like, what are the lessons? We talk about common pitfalls, like we come out the gate with it. So in other words, think about it this way. Think about some of the mistakes you've made in life, or the, not so great decisions. It wasn't terrible, but in hindsight, you'd be like, man, if I had only known. Mm-hmm. So we all say that for a reason, because it suggests that we had more data, more information, more awareness of the potential pitfalls, we would have avoided them. So that's a potential benefit immediately. You don't have to make some of the mistakes that we made,
Mhm.
because we're going to tell you what they are. And because we've all been doing this for several years, guess what? We got a litany of potential mistakes we can help you avoid, right? Like when we started doing this in 2020, 4 years ago, there was a list of potential pitfalls. We can say that list is probably doubled because we've tried some things, some worked, some didn't, right? So that's one benefit. The other benefit is community and family. It can be lonely out here sometimes. You're the person having the experience you're having. You think other people don't understand. They don't understand your fear. They don't understand your doubt. They don't understand your dilemmas as you navigate. Do I go get the quick money or do I hold true to my dream? Well, guess what? You got three people, again, at a minimum, that understands that. We can also say sometimes it would have been so good to just run some things by people. Like, can I just pick your brain for a minute about something? Think about your big businesses, your corporations. What is that one thing most of them have? They have boards. They have boards of directors. Why? To help the leader govern, to make sure the direction is followed. So I say in jest, but it's true. Cedric, Nicole, and I are the board you can afford. Because if you had to pay us for our hourly salaries and what we charge clients for the amount of time we're going to spend thinking into your business, you'd have quite a bill. So when you're so when you're in this masterclass, you get us, not just you thinking into your business. Cedric talked about Napoleon Hill a little earlier. Napoleon Hill is like my all-time favorite author. And he is where it's first documented back in the 1930s, the concept of a mastermind. And basically what he says is a mastermind is when collective minds come together and they all think on one subject, because the collective mind is greater than any individual mind in the room. So now think about it this way. You've been thinking into your business, spending day and night, doing all those other things to think about what your next step is. And now you get the collective genius of the three of us. You can't tell me that ain't some power. That's what you get. And again, we ain't charging for that part. You just get that by virtue of being with us every week. Now, I like to tell folks, now we come and we come strong. Like, we don't do these often, but when we do them, you get our undivided attention. And so we're invested in you. We take you on a journey of 60. And on those 60 days, what we do is we connect you and help you connect with your ideal client. But the results are indicative of your effort, not our teaching. Because we already know what we do in work. Just follow us. As they say, what Shaq say, Google me. Like, just follow, right? Just follow us. The proof is in the pudding. So Cedric joked earlier, I'm the queen of planes. Well, I promise you, I'm not playing for them plane tickets. So if somebody is putting me on a plane to go somewhere, Dr. Nick going to Louisiana tomorrow, guess what? The proof is in the pudding. Because look around, a lot of people that are trying to sell you things. I always tell people, when you're following people and you're thinking about investing in something they're offering, ask them to see receipts. And I don't mean that could mean actual receipts, but when I mean the receipts, what are the receipts of your efforts? Because a lot of people are selling stuff, but do they have evidence that they really know what they're doing and that it works? They have a strategy. And Nicole said, we got flued out. Lord have mercy. Girl, you crazy. But the things that you get, because I haven't done a tally recently, but I can tell you unequivocally, I know between the three of us, we collectively annually make anywhere from $500,000 to $250,000. Okay. And every year is different. Hey, cousin Renee, my cousin on here too, Cedric. So I need you to shout her out. Look, you watching us on YouTube.
I see. As soon as she popped up, I said, I'm gonna put her up here.
So these are things that you get just by virtue. And so many of you, and Renee, this might be for you tonight. I don't know, because we've been talking about your thing for a minute, right? Like, this might be the time for you to tap into really stepping into your purpose. And when you do it, does it matter potentially? But the fact that is, we want you to do it. Your time is now. And we're here to help. we're here to help. Yeah, she knows. We've been talking about that thing for a minute. And so you get to decide. You know, the last thing I'll say, and Cedric is our king of also telling amazing, entertaining stories and having quotes. But one quote I remember very vividly years ago that I heard someone said that the most valuable piece of land in any town is the graveyard, because that's where all the unused potential is. People died with the potential inside of them that they never tapped into.
Mhm.
And exponentially, that's worth so much, because what if you stepped into some of those things? And I know I got unused potential too, so I'm not acting like I'm perfect. But what I am saying is, we've all taken a chance on ourselves, and we've all grown, and we've used that to help other people. Dr. Sissy is a perfect example. Earlier, Cedric mentioned Dr. Robin, with, you know, helping him with the branding for the socks and the "You Are Enough" and all of that. She's a graduate too, and now she has a very successful branding business. That's It took her a minute to find out what her real gift were, but we were telling her that for years, right? Like how she would always
Right.
come up with these acoustics. Now she has a successful branding business. She helps other people do what she did for Cedric. These are just a couple of examples of people that have come through this program who have been able to find their gifts and leverage them. And so now I just say, for those of you who are watching, maybe this time is for you, because it's not by coincidence you're watching us tonight. Because as Cedric said, we ain't been here in a minute, right? We came on tonight and yet you're here. It's not a coincidence.
Yes, absolutely. You know, one of the things that you have to be willing to do is attack your goals. You know, you
Mhm.
have goals, but don't just let them sit on the shelf and go where Angela just talked about, that graveyard. I know we all have a reservation at some cemetery without the privilege of cancellation, but don't let those goals eye on the vine, right? What I need you to do is activate those things. What I need you to do is get busy in the business of running your business. So, look, whether you come to the master class or not, that's going to be a decision that you have to make, right? But let me tell you something. When you're making that decision of the cost versus the benefit, what I want you to do is understand and know that the benefit is going to be way more than what you're going to invest in that class. Okay, because the benefit is not only going to be the 8 weeks in this class. The benefits are going to far outlast you running your business, because they're going to be something you hear in laying the foundation the first day that's going to resonate with you again 2 years from now, because you're going to be starting a new product, right? There's going to be something that you hear in a niche that's going to make you say, oh, you know what, this is a new niche that I can have, and it's going to tie to what you learn in micro streams of income, right? And it's something that you're going to hear in week 3 about branding that you're going to remember when you're getting ready to revamp your logo 5 years from now, because your business has expanded or grown, right? There's going to be something you're going to remember about branding as you post your social media on social media, right? I guarantee you there's going to be something you learn in sales and negotiation that's going to last with you forever. It's going to work in your business life. It's going to work in your social life. It's going to work in any endeavor you have to connect with people, negotiating. If you have kids, you're negotiating with them. Every time you do something, I'm guaranteeing you're going to learn some things that's going to far outweigh what you're going to invest to come to pass. And then when we start talking about the certification and consulting, because we're going to go into the detail here, see, we're not just going to give you high level and say, hey, you go research it. We're going to go into some detail, give you some information so you can leave directly from that class and boom, run. Right now, that's going to be up to you. Right, you will never hear me beg you to come. You'll never hear me force over and over again that you need to come. I'm just going to lay it out there, and then it's totally up to you how you do it. But I know a few things about running a business. I know a few things about making revenue. I know a few things about starting, growing, and scaling business. So come on and check us out. Dr. Nick is going to give you a perspective, Angela's going to give you a perspective, and I'm going to give you a perspective. And like she said, with a board you can't afford, come on and get this right. The last thing I'm going to say on this, and then we're going to talk about something else for our last few minutes. The law of income says you will be paid in direct proportion to the value you deliver according to the marketplace. I'm going to say it again because I need you to make sure you understand it. The law of income. You will be paid in direct proportion to the value you deliver according to the marketplace. We're going to help you be able to learn how to deliver value so that you can drive that income and that revenue. Okay. So before we get on out of here, we have some things to go do. I got to wash my hair tonight. So, I got things to do. But before we leave, so Dr. Nick and Angela, we didn't really talk much this summer. So tell us something fun or different you did. Yes, Whitney. Yes, I have to go wash my hair. So tell us something fun you guys did this summer or interesting.
Well, I'll go first. I went to Cabo.
Okay.
And that was I love beaches. Anybody who knows me knows I love a sun and love a beach. So I am disappointed though, because as I look back over this year and it's already getting dark early, I'm like, I literally only got 5 beach days this year. Usually I get more in, but I was still grateful that I got the 5 in. So that was something fun I did. And then something else I just did the weekend leading up to Labor Day was moved into a smaller apartment. So downsizing my presence here in New Jersey and increasing my time in Tennessee. So I say all that. Something I didn't say is over this next, some of these goals is to grow my Tennessee profile, right? My presence in Tennessee. Because I've done really well here in New Jersey. But yeah, so that would be the big fun thing, going to Cabo. And then mostly I worked a lot this summer.
Okay. All right. Dr. Nick.
Look, I already know what she's going to say.
What I'm gonna say? What am I gonna say? What am I gonna say?
Say it. I'll tell you if I got it right.
I did go on vacay for.
I knew that's what she was gonna say. Because time I said Cabo, her face said.
I was like, oh yeah, I forget. I forgot. I took a week-long vacation in the DR. Oh okay. Yes, it was awesome. So well needed, well deserved, relaxing, had fun, had a blast. Did do some work, but definitely was a relaxing time. So that was my fun summer.
Okay, awesome. Well, you guys did more than I did. I just chilled out here in my house and just relaxed a little bit. And so
no long bike rides or anything.
I didn't go on any bike rides. We had a storm that blew my garage door in, so my motorcycle is in my garage until they come and change my garage door. They says take about 8 weeks for them to build a new garage door because I'm getting a storm garage door, and so it's taking forever for them to build that. I get my bike out. So I just chilled out here at the house. It was great, perfect. I enjoyed it. I actually, in my office here, I bought me I figured out TikTok Shop. So
I bought something today off TikTok Shop.
Oh my God. I've been buying stuff like crazy on TikTok Shop. And so I bought this cot off of there and I put it in my office, and now, man, I don't know. I don't really want to leave my office.
So you chilling in your cot in your office?
Yeah, I have a TV. I didn't have a TV in here at first. I said, no, I'm not going to put one in here. And then, oh, yeah, you ought to put one. So I put one in here. And now it's just, yeah, I'm just chill. So there's the rest of the house, but in my office, I'm good.
It's
Well, we
now your man cave.
Yes, all I need is a refrigerator and maybe a stove or something. But
well, I noticed too that this summer it seems like you got a lot of CJ time in.
hey, I did, and you know what? Saturday he will be one,
Is it only
and
one already?
yes,
Wow.
September 14th he'll be one. So we're having a birthday party in the city for him, and so we're excited about that. But yes, I did get a lot of CJ time in. It was wonderful. So if you don't know CJ, that's my grandson. We're new grandparents, and yeah, he's just been awesome. He's already like, he's a social media guy already.
Yeah, I wonder where that came from.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not on social media much, but I don't know where he picked that up at.
He is too cute. That's all I know. He is adorable.
Well, thank you. He is definitely funny, and he's walking now by himself, and that means he's all over the place. So if you don't have grandkids, hey, guess what? One day, hopefully, you will. And I'm gonna tell you what, everybody loves their kids, but if you could skip children and go straight to grandkids, man, that's the perfect life.
Yeah, I hear that more than anything. My husband say that all the time. Like, we just could have skipped them kids.
Yeah, I don't know how it would have worked out, but some kind of way. Nicole said, I'm skipping all of it.
I'll come visit.
Yeah.
Well, aunties are pretty cool too. Now it's always cool to be the cool auntie. Don't lose sight of that.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So folks, we like to have a fun time, and so we get along with each other. And so we like to have a fun time. We've talked about a lot of stuff this hour. And so, now we're just doing a little wrap up. And if there's any question that you have, throw it in the comments. Let us answer the question for you. We don't mind answering any question that you may have, whether it's about the boot camp. It could be just about your business. You want to know something, you've been thinking about something. Hey, we're right here. Let's go ahead and get your question answered. I know Dr. Sitsi always has a question. So, she gonna wait till 11 o'clock tonight and send it out. But
well, I have to tell on her, like literally at because we were logging on at 7:30. At like 7:29, she texted me a question, and I said, "Doing the live." So in other words, I'll answer you in an hour.
Yeah. So hey. We have a couple minutes left, and we're still here to answer any questions you may have, whether it's about, trying to start your business. Let me see. Whitney says, I want to start my own cleaning business. How do I get started? And I also do makeup. So those are two very different businesses, right? I know that the makeup you're doing, I don't know if you still do the lashes or not, but boom, I know you're doing that thing. But the way to get started is, Whitney, you just got to go out and knock on doors with a cleaning business. Say, hey, here are my things, and here's what we do. Put together a little flyer. That's the easiest way to do it. You're going to call it Whitney Carter Washing or Cleaning. It's WCC. You just got to get out of the house. Quit thinking about it. Quit saying I'm going to start it, and start it. Right. And you got any comments for her?
I would just say focus on one at a time in the getting started, though. It doesn't mean you can't do both, but decide which one you want to do in what order, and then give it your focus. And then once it's up and running, then you can give some attention to the second one, because you can definitely have more than one type of business.
Yeah. So the makeup business she's already doing.
Okay.
So her startup really is going to be that cleaning.
Oh, okay. So she doesn't want to start a makeup business, but she wants to. She's just saying she has one. Got it.
Right. Do makeup. Okay.
Got it. I misread it. My apologies.
Yeah. And she does lashes. and all
Well,
that
you know,
stuff.
makeup is the money now. Both of those things. So even Whitney, when this past I mentioned I just moved, like after we got everything out of the apartment, I paid a cleaning company to come and, do that, because and a lot of them have the different types of services. That maintenance, they come in, every week, every other week, every month. Move out cleaning is different than that cleaning, like, and you just break it down, and they said what it was. I'm just like, well, whatever, come do it, because I want my deposit back, and I don't want the apartment complex to say I didn't leave the apartment and I'm already tired from everything else, right? But there's so much that people are willing to pay for to let somebody else do for them. So makeup, cleaning, all those things.
Right.
Mhm.
So put a flyer together and send it out there. Put a flyer together tonight. Don't wait till tomorrow, because tomorrow you're gonna come up with something else. Put a flyer together tonight, and then make some copies of it and get out there and tell people, here's what you're gonna do. Let someone hire you, and then you figure it out, all the other stuff while you're doing that. Dr. Nick, go ahead.
Yeah, one thing that I was going to say about even starting a business or the cleaning business doesn't necessarily mean you have to be doing the cleaning, right? So you may be getting overwhelmed of thinking, well, how am I going to be in different homes cleaning and doing makeup? So you can be a business owner and have a team that's actually doing the cleaning portion, because that's their skills, that's their, what they want to do, and empower them. So just make sure you're thinking broadly and thinking big, and not limiting yourself in what you can do, because if you do that, then it seems overwhelming, like, wow, how can I do this? And you're thinking, wait, I have to be at different homes, I'm doing the cleaning. But think about, how can you build a team that, and be the business owner while you empower the others to actually do the functional cleaning as well. So that's one
Right,
thing I'm going
right.
to add.
And Dr. Sitzi's question here. So scaling your business means setting the stage to enable and support growth in your business. It means having the ability to grow without being hampered, right? So you got a plan. It's going to require some additional funding, the right system and the staff and technology, all of those type things in place. So your question says, what were some indicators that you're ready to scale your business? That, excuse me, to me, that means that when your business has gotten to a capacity that you say, okay, here, I'm doing this great right now. I'm great at
Mhm.
this. I'm awesome at this. That means you're ready to stretch it and grow it some more. All right. So scale is now you're able to say, I have the capacity, I have the resources, I have everything I need to make it bigger. I can go to 2 states or 2 companies or 4 companies or somewhere else, right? But you're great at it. Now you're ready to do this, but you have to have the capacity to do that, because what you don't want to do is scale, but the quality goes here. You want to keep the quality up, so you got to have the resources in place, the technology in place, and resources are people. That's also finances and all those things as well, so that you can then scale it to multiple places.
And
Right?
systems, right? Like the
Yes.
systems too, so this duplicatable. So,
Yes.
if when a new client, logs in, they get this email, boom, boom, like whatever those things are, and then somebody picks up the phone and call them, like your SOPs are written out, and so now I can just take your playbook, as Cedric said, it works in Minnesota. Now the same playbook works in Tennessee. It works whatever, because it's systems, because it's like everybody who has an experience with your business, you want them to have the same experience. And so
Right.
you won't be the one touching all of them. You need to know that the way the touch happens, the energy they feel, how quick they are responded to, whatever those systems are, that is built out. And then I would add to what Cedric said. Um, a question I asked myself was, if one more person asked me to do something, would it break me, right? Like, would I be like, I can't. So that's the indication you need to duplicate yourself, or the first time you want to take off and you realize you can't, because it's only you. Like, there'll be indicators throughout your journey that says, yeah, and how you scale will be different. You may scale
Right.
with a couple of part-timers, right? Or
Right.
you may, because it's just enough so you can take off and you can go have dinner with your family, and you can't, or it's, I need a whole nother whole setup, almost fully duplicated. But those would be some other indicators for scaling.
Yep. Absolutely. Dr. Nick, I don't know if you had anything in that.
No, I was going to say systems.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Yeah. So, Sitsi, when I'm looking at school systems, right, and if another school system call me and ask me, hey, can I take what I'm doing and bring it to their school system? What I look at is, one, what's going to be another part I need to bring so that I can then bring that to their school system,
Cedric,
and we have the same type outcomes. Right?
Cedric, can you say that again? You froze. So I just want to make sure everybody heard what you said.
Okay, yeah. So when a school system calls me and says, hey, they would like me, a new school system say they'd like me to bring my programs there, what I look at is what resources do I need or have in place that's going to help me be able to go there and still have the same type of outcomes, right? So I look for additional resources that can be, I'm not there, right? And what I use retired teachers to deliver our content. Here's the thing, Angela talked about systems in place, right? So my systems are the same, right? Every teacher, every person that works with me, they're going to get the same program, and they can go and teach it just like I do, right? Because I want everything to be the same. They're going to have their own spin and how they deliver, but the content is going to be the same. So I can scale my business, and I'm in multiple states right now. So, but that's how I do it. So just be thinking about that. All right, guys. Well, we have come to the end of the show. New Edition had a song out that said, "Is this the end?" Yes. So,
I thought you was going Boys the Men, the end of the road, but you said, "Is this the
See,
end?"
that's what I was thinking. I was like, huh?
Yeah, you got to start it, and then I was like, huh? Yeah.
oh, I know.
Okay. We'll take it. We'll take it.
So it just depends
Early
on who
New
you
Edition
listen to.
too, when they was little boys.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Is this the
I was
end?
getting ready to join. To the end of the, but I was like, oh, not what's he talking about?
Y'all singing. I'm gonna go on.
He froze it. The Boys to Men, the end of the road.
That's right. Like I said, we was on the same wave, Nicole. The same. So Cedric is frozen.
Looks like he's frozen. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.